It is a big bad dream.
Welcome. You're part of our dream, guys. Thanks for being here. Found footage.
We're gonna move this around a little bit. Found
Don't
footage.
do this.
Found footage. Look at that, perfect. Look at we're rocking the hair for the found footage. This found footage. So Matt, what's the movie about?
I think I'm winning.
What's the movie called?
By the way, Edge of Tomorrow. I'm on the edge of tomorrow.
So like it's about the Edge from U2, right?
No, it's the Lady Gaga song, right?
I'm on the edge of London.
But we're really drunk, by the way, so this is gonna be awesome, guys.
We didn't even know the beers yet. That's the drunk we are. But Edge of Tomorrow, based on I still do know this.
So we're drinking, even though we usually don't do this for the found footage.
Yeah,
Shock Top. We have the seasonal summer beverage, which is a lemon.
Because if you're drunk, might as well get more drunk. You know what I'm saying? Not gross.
Gross. Don't forget. That's really good.
No, it's not. I changed my mind. That's okay.
This is the best lemon shandy I've ever had.
Usually, I'm just not a shandy fan.
Usually I hate shandies. Like, this is a tolerable drinking. We start off at a lime margarita.
You know what though?
Don't let his face fool you.
You know what though? I think I'm spoiled because the first time I had like a lemon mixed with the beer was when I was in San Francisco visiting Kira Wonderland.
I'm sure they got good beer out there. They got some.
Well, it was a Heffenweizen mixed with a lemonade, and it was freaking amazing. And so like ever since then, like lemon beers just don't really do it for me. Because I was like, oh, that's okay. Retired.
Usually they're intolerable. Like they're one of the few beers I cannot finish. I'm like, this is gross.
It's not bad. It's not bad, but
this is all right. This is the best.
I think because Shock Top has better beers than that, in my opinion. They have really good apple beer.
This is almost like if you took a Shock Top and just like squeeze a lemon.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah. Okay, so Edge of Tomorrow, people.
Okay,
based on a manga. It's either manga or graphic novel. It's called All You Need Is Kill.
I believe the original title for this was Groundhog Day 2, Groundhog the Future.
And it's on Bill Murray, but they had a greenlit about maybe 20 years ago when he was old enough to do this, and now he's a little too old, so they have Tom Cruise instead of who, of course,
I would love to see
Bill Murray's successor.
I would love to see Bill Murray kicking ass, just like shooting stuff.
It's like live, die, repeat, which is a tag.
Like really murdering people. Just
so
like,
Matt, I want to hear
him and Punxsutawney Phil, I believe, is his co-star.
Let's hear what you thought of this movie. Let's hear a little bit about it.
Okay, well, let's hear about the movie, and we'll give you a brief synopsis of it. Basically,
no spoilers.
Major Cage.
Major
William Cage.
He should be called Rage Cage.
He should have been played by Nicolas Cage, by the way, just because Major William
Cage. It's me, live, die, repeat!
He would have made it so spectacularly over the top, though. I think it would have been too much for people. Like,
I'm crazy!
Like people's heads would have exploded. Like, even their face would have melted like they were looking at the Ark of the Covenant.
Emily Blunt's my love interest, and she was like,
don't look at the Ark! I'm like,
no, I'm not your love interest, sorry.
It's like, no, thank you.
That's okay, really.
She did marry John Krasinski, though, so I mean...
He's an everyman, man. He's not a Nicolas Cage, okay?
Nicolas Cage was a no man.
Yeah, no man looks like that guy.
No human that is like that.
He looks like a fucking alien.
But okay, so Major William Cage is...
Played by Tom Cruise.
Main character story. Basically, he is a PR guy for the military, for the U.S. military.
Which happens in a lot of wars and stuff. If you want specific, you'll see it.
James Spider Marks is the guy that's always on CNN. His nickname is Spider. I'm like,
yeah, which they do to make him tougher, exactly.
It's probably not.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I pushed a lot of paper.
He's probably like he's like, you're like a
spider. I tried to crush you and it didn't work.
Like Tom Cruise in this movie, kind of, you know.
So
he's basically he's very. He's a coward, basically.
This is near future. Like, it's actually a little closer than you feel like it should be.
No, dude, have you seen the Iron Man suits they're making now for the
They are making those stuff for the military.
I don't know what's making that kind of stuff.
But every single military person has a suit now.
Yeah. Well,
they mass produce it really quick.
They're facing these aliens.
This is like building the wall in Pacific Rim.
Like, if these are aliens, these are like pants-shitting aliens. Like, these things are fucking frightening. They scare the shit out of me.
I might have shit a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, what the f... Because, like, usually you're like, hey, these aliens have 2 arms and 2 legs like me. No, these fucking things are like tentacle
Like, I'm thinking of the aliens at Independence Day. Maybe they got the dreadlock or something.
Welcome to Earth, you know? No, you could not find a face to punch in this thing.
They have a face. It has a flame inside
it
or something.
Fiery
like,
blood that melts your face.
They got LEDs in there, and then they got like 8,000 arms.
Tentacles! They're not arms, they're fucking tentacles.
They're just like swinging all over in a haphazard way.
Holy pants shitting.
So anyway, he is supposed to be the PR guy, but basically he talks back to the general guy, and the general guy's like...
Send him to the front lines.
He like knocks him out somehow, sends him to the front lines, and that's how his bad day starts. His Groundhog Day starts this official day. He's out on the front lines. Everyone's getting slaughtered, and something happens to him where he wakes up and he starts that day over.
Yeah, and basically we won't give away the plot device, but like he has something happen to him that makes him basically keep reliving the same day,
and so he relives it hundreds, thousands of times.
Every time he dies, he repeats a day,
and he starts back in the same exact place where he woke up at that first day.
Yeah.
Just like it's like Groundhog Day. It's like with
literally
giant,
the action
scary.
Groundhog Day.
It's the exact opposite premise, but the same exact way. It's mechanics.
And because of that, there's actually some really little comedic points in it where he's like, he'll be running along the battlefield and be like, "I got this," and then somebody just randomly kills him, and he's like, "No!" And he wakes up like, "God damn it!"
Because if you you were plowing ahead at that one point. And you weren't before, like you had stayed back, you might have got hit by something. And
the thing is, too, is because basically since they think he's a coward, every day he has to escape from. He has to escape from being
a deserter, basically.
Incarcerated. Yeah, because he's got handcuffs on, and and they basically hate him, and everyone wants to kick his ass. And
was he or was he not Bill Paxton your favorite part of this movie?
Bill Paxton in this movie, he plays Sergeant Major. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember either.
But he's fucking amazing. I would give this movie. I'm not going to give my rating yet, but I would. It's worth seeing just for him.
It was badass just because he was in it.
And he just has this wry smile on him while he's yelling at Tom Cruise the entire time.
His stupid mustache with a smile makes it hilarious.
It's just so funny. Oh my goodness. I don't know, and I'm thinking it's intentional, but it feels...
Well, Bill Paxton in The Shield, if you haven't watched Agents of the Shield, it was
great
really...
Too,
he was good.
He's a great actor in general. Watch Twister, people.
But he was really good in The Shield, and I was like, I want to see more stuff, but I didn't know...
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It is not Shield.
I didn't think I was going to... Not The Shield. Yeah. I didn't think I was going to...
Speak Bill Paxton. No.
I'm Vic Mackey. He was in that, and he chewed up good scenery. Yeah. But in this movie, he chewed up some damn scenery. He wasn't in it like a ton. That's one of my big things. I wish he was in it more. Like I wish they would have shown more of what he was doing, because he was so funny and so hilarious and likable and stuff. I thought that they should have shown him more. But he's a big surprise. That's why I liked it for him. But so he was in the movie. Who else we have? We had Emily Blunt
as the what was it, the raging bitch or something.
The Angel of Verdun.
The Angel of Verdun was their one name, but they called her
the heavy metal bitch.
Heavy metal bitch. Yes,
bitch.
You got this down now. You got. And he thinks he's drunk
like
over
a steel trap. So she was that was her the other guys called her the heavy metal bitch because she was a badass and nobody she killed hundreds of these aliens in
the last battle.
In the last battle,
and you find out that there's a relation between Tom Cruise's character and her character that they don't even know.
It's tough because there's a lot of this we can't go into without giving.
Well, that's a good. I put it perfectly.
Good.
So there you go. Mark it down.
She's in it, and she's a big part of it, and she's really good. She's actually helps. The interaction between her and Tom Cruise.
She basically ends up being okay, you need to I know what's going on with you. Come find me. And this is in the trailer. It's not a spoiler. Come find me. So every day he comes to find her. He has to do all these elaborate things to get away.
And at this point, he's done it 150 times at this point. So he knows exactly what he's got to do.
Yeah. So which is funny because they first they show him kind of perfecting it, and then we're assuming he does that thing.
And even though she told him to come find him, he starts the day over. She doesn't. So she doesn't know she told him to come find him.
So she just thinks he's some douchebag looking.
So every time he's convinced her, hey, you told me, right? Yeah. I'm not hitting on you.
Yeah. And he's like,
she's a celebrity.
Yeah.
She's basically she's a Tom Cruise.
She's a war hero. Yeah. She is the poster child for the army.
She is the celebrity of this time at this point.
And she gets the most badass sword.
Yeah. I don't know why people using guns at this point.
Yeah, exactly. When you're facing giant tentacle monsters, just use a big sword because the guns aren't doing shit to them.
Yeah, she's got a Buster sword. It's like a Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it is fucking awesome. I would own that sword.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm sure they will be making it very soon, so.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of great action. It's obviously a lot of CG because the aliens are completely not unrealistic, but just not humanoid at all. And that's something that it's something very inspired, which I really like. I like them not just we're people in costumes. Look, and we have tentacles or something weird. No,
terrifying and awful.
They're like balls of disgusting tentacle grossness.
And they're just like flailing around.
And kind of look robotic. They look kind of like the husks from Mass Effect.
The LEDs in their mouth.
Yeah.
Oh god. No one.
And like
no
they're really hard to kill, and they're really fast. Wow.
And that's why in the film we're losing at first.
Oh yeah, we're getting not just losing, we're getting fucking annihilated.
Yeah, we're getting murdered.
And there's a big reason for that, which you find out during the movie as well.
Yeah, that makes them even more scary and awful.
You're like, what the fuck, man?
As if they couldn't be worse. I mean, but so Tom Cruise. This is my favorite movie I've seen with Tom Cruise, and that's. I mean, Tom Cruise is an accomplished actor. I'm not a huge Tom Cruise fan.
No, me neither.
I liked him in Mission Impossible. I liked him in Jerry Maguire-ish, but in this movie, I was like, he went from this guy who was a rube, he was a freaking hack, basically, to this accomplished, frightening, scary warrior he just wore it on his face. Like you see, when he got to like the 3/4 of the way through the movie, you saw this guy. He's like, if I don't finish this, I'm just gonna fucking kill myself.
And they're playing this one particular scene they played a bunch of times where they're basically going off to the battle, and like every time
they learn how to move.
Everyone else, to the credit of all the other actors too, they're all playing it like they're playing the exact same scene basically, and he is just reacting to it differently every time, and he just gets like just more grizzled and more like just fucking motherfucker.
At some point he's like helping people in the battle, and then he's like, "Fuck it, I gotta get through this thing."
And like so he's like honed his battle suit to the point where like he throws the parts away he doesn't need, and like he gets rid of his helmet because he's like it gets in the way. There's nothing.
And when he started, he had no clue what to do. He didn't know what
he didn't know how to take the safety off. Yeah, he's just running around and like trying to punch things, and he just gets killed. You know, like, but okay.
By the way, he lasts pretty long in that first battle. He lasted longer than most of them.
That was the thing, though. It was all by luck. Like he's just like running, like because no one's like he's not shooting at us. Who gives a shit about him? He wasn't a threat. That was the thing. He was just like running along. He's like, I don't know.
The aliens are like, off. Do you want to get him? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll go kill him now. Like
he's the last guy.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
He was like the last guy in the first battle.
But let's hear ratings because we've said enough about this film, I think, and really kind of I think people know what we're gonna like at least. The direction we're going with this.
No, there's one thing we haven't talked about.
Ooh.
The ending. Ooh. The ending, to me, that was my biggest drawback. Like, if the ending was the whole movie, I would have given it a hot bag of garbage. Because I was like, really? I would hated the way it was like, and they live happily ever after the end.
Whitewash. Like,
what? I love the way it ended until the ending. I was like, oh, what the hell was just happened? What?
Matt, they all live happily ever after, okay?
They all live happily ever after.
Live, die, repeat.
It like wiped the whole goddamn movie away from me.
And
I'm like, how's there going to be a sequel to this movie? There can't be. You know? They wiped everything away from me.
I'm going to say it's a must-see. I really enjoyed this movie. The ending was notwithstanding. And, you know, obviously I wanted to see Emily Blunt live in the end somehow, which, you know... Because she's just she needs to be more stuff. She's not.
Hey, girl.
Yeah, and of course, every scene she's in, she's like all greased up and like just like
she was jacked.
Yeah, she's all ripped, and you're like, oh.
She must have been like lifting for like.
But she's also wearing makeup too, and you're like, I don't get what that's happening, but I'm cool with it.
Her badass team that she had, by the way.
Yeah, but they all get like.
They have like the best armor. They got a skull mask. I'm like, yes, I want to be on that team.
And they're all like walking out like in stride together.
Like they had like a theme song. It was like a wrestling movie at the end. It's like, oh, they're just like going out there like, yes, I want to be on that team.
Yeah. And then you know, and then
in retrospect,
Cage is on like the loser squad there,
which was almost a trope. In a way.
Yeah, oh, definitely. They were all like, I'm the fat guy. I'm the really fight guy.
I'm the girl who's like not pretty but still cool.
Yeah, but also like apathetic. Like,
and I'm the guy who doesn't want to fight. You know, it's like, oh, okay, we got it.
And I'm the fraudulent black guy. No, why? Why did they make him a fraud?
And you're still giving it a must see. I am giving it a must see as well. It's a low must see, and I said last time we did this that I don't like to give lows and highs. But
you got it, though.
I really did enjoy this film.
Yeah.
The end did give me a little punch in the groin.
I would say, like, go see this at a matinee. We saw this
at a matinee.
There's no matinee. What's a matinee?
We have a matinee, don't we?
No, we don't.
What's a matinee?
We're not fucking Spilled Icon, you asshole.
Is it like it? What is it?
We're not Spilled Icon, you piece of shit.
I just read our ratings.
Wow.
Like it. Is it like it?
No, I give it a must see. I'm just saying, save a little money. Go see the matinee. Go when there's just 2 people there, like us.
We were the only 2 people in the theater.
Yeah, I think that's
the whole time.
It was so much more fun.
We
MST3K. Fuck! What is going on in this movie?
That was stupid. You know, like, hey, that was awesome. You know, like, because no one else. We didn't have to worry about anyone else.
It was great. The projectionist probably hated us because we saw like a 10:50 show.
Actually, the projectionist probably liked us because he used to just be in there like.
No, because he probably just jerks off.
He's drinking out of a flask. He's like, I can't even get a boner because we guys keep talking.
Fucking shut up or talk like chicks. Like,
I give it a low must see, but I really like this movie except for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, totally worth it, guys. My wife hates Tom Cruise. She saw the trailer and wanted to go see this, and I was like,
so did I like steal you from a date?
No. Oh, okay. She didn't want to see it that bad. But she was like, oh, let's watch this.
Yeah, Jess didn't want to see it. So I'm like, she wanted to see The Fault of Our Stars.
That's the only time this guy watches movies with
The Fault of Our Stars.
Yeah.
Let's see that instead.
I'm glad you didn't see that.
Well, we could double date, but you never want to do that. Oh, you balls in your court.
No, I do.
But yeah, I like this movie. There's a lot of cool scenes in it. Like I said, Tom Cruise did a really good job. Emily Blunt shoot up scenery. The supporting cast did a really good job too.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially Bill Paxton. I mean,
go see it for Bill Paxton.
I would see Edge of Tomorrow 2 with just Bill Paxton.
Yeah. Just me. I'm just seeing it. Just Bill Paxton.
Great. Just his weird smile. I was like, he seemed like Forrest Gump. I don't even know what this guy's got going on.
Possibly slightly retarded.
It was good. It was good. It was worth it. Go see it.
You know what? Thin Fang Fum, people. That's what you get from us.
Stay classy.
Well, we love you. Have a good night.